Ready for a deep dive today? We're going to unpack this interesting trend, vintage suitcases. But not just any vintage suitcases.
Right.
These are being turned into, like, I guess what they're calling HiFi cases,
Yeah.
which is just amazing to me. And we're going to be checking out this FAQ to learn all about them.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah,
It really is taking something that's from a bygone era and breathing new life into it with modern technology.
totally.
When you think about it, like back in the 1930s, that was like the golden age of travel. And back then, your luggage was such a statement piece, right?
Absolutely. I love that.
Like picture yourself
Yeah.
walking down the gangplank
Oh, yeah.
of the Queen Mary, right? And your luggage, it's not just something to carry your stuff. It's like this beautiful, handcrafted,
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
bespoke, intricate locks, rich leather, you know?
Like, wow, I can only imagine.
You just don't see that level of detail anymore.
Right.
And you know what's so cool? The FAQ even mentions all these regional American brands.
Oh, really?
Like Earhart, Skyway, Oshkosh.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah, who knew, right?
See, that's what I always think. I think like European brands,
Right.
for craftsmanship.
It's funny because back then, American-made suitcases, they were really top-notch.
Really?
Yeah, the FAQ talks about how they were built so well
Just
out of sturdy wood, and then they'd cover them in, like, really tough materials, like tweed.
wow. So they really were meant to last.
Oh, absolutely. They were made for those long journeys,
Yeah.
And get this.
Yeah.
People are finding old newspaper clippings inside
No way.
that were used as packing material. Can you imagine?
Oh my gosh, like a little time capsule.
Exactly.
Like finding one from the 1940s in your suitcase.
Isn't that wild?
Wow, what a visual. Like you're really taking me there.
I know, right?
It makes me want to like hop on a train, to some far off destination
Right.
with my vintage suitcase.
It was a different time, Like travel back then, it was an event, not like today.
Yeah.
And a lot of these suitcases still have like old travel stickers on them.
Really?
Yeah, faded with time. It's like they're telling a story.
Like little badges of honor almost.
Exactly. They're more than just suitcases.
Yeah.
They're pieces of history.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's sad though, in a way, how they went from these like luxurious travel companions to almost like relics. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's bittersweet.
Yeah.
The FAQ even mentions how like air travel really changed things.
Yeah, that makes sense.
In the 60s, it wasn't about that handcrafted elegance anymore. It became more about...
Right, practicality.
Yeah, exactly. Practicality.
And lighter luggage,
Ah.
mass production.
Yeah, out with the old steamer trunks.
Yeah.
In with the lightweight carry-ons.
And that's where those brands, like, was it Samsonite?
Yeah.
Samsonite.
Taperlite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They became like the big names.
Yeah, exactly. They were perfect for that, that whole jet set era.
And, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But I kind of miss that, like, that romance of it all.
I know, right? It's like
Yeah.
you're trading the charm for convenience.
Exactly.
It's a trade-off, for sure.
But I think it's so cool that these vintage suitcases
Mhm.
are finding new life.
Yeah,
You know?
Absolutely.
Like turning them into the HiFi cases. The FAQ mentioned that.
Yeah.
How does that even work?
So basically, picture this.
Okay.
You open up that vintage suitcase,
Okay.
and inside are high-quality speakers,
No way.
an amplifier,
Wow.
all the tech you need for, like, this really awesome listening experience.
Wait, so they really gut them and put like...
Yeah, they retrofit them.
Wow. That's incredible.
It's pretty amazing.
Does the FAQ say anything about the sound quality?
Oh, yeah. They use high-fidelity speakers and components, so it's not like, you're sacrificing quality for the looks.
Right.
And get this, they're Bluetooth-enabled.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah, so you can connect your phone, laptop, anything with Bluetooth and just stream your music. It's incredible.
Okay, that's pretty cool. But
Yeah.
how long does the battery even last?
That's a good question.
That's what I'm wondering,
Yeah, you'd think.
Like, it can't be that long, right?
You'd think it'd be, like, a big limitation.
Yeah.
But they've figured it out.
It really is amazing that they figured that out.
Yeah, it really is. They can actually run for over 10 hours on a single charge.
Seriously.
Yeah, according to the FAQ at least.
That's like way longer than my phone.
Right.
That's awesome.
It's pretty impressive. The power management is amazing.
So you're telling me I don't have to worry about bringing a charger with this thing everywhere I go?
Well, I mean, you'll have to charge it eventually, but it's super easy.
Okay, good to know.
The FAQ even says that for the models from 2016 and on, you can actually leave it plugged in without hurting the battery.
Oh, really? That's convenient. Okay, so no battery anxiety to these vintage vibes. I love that. But like, What about range, though? You know, with the Bluetooth.
Yeah, good question.
Like, how far away can I get before, like, it cuts out?
Well, the FAQ says you can get a good 30 feet away.
Okay, so that's pretty decent.
Yeah, that's like your whole living room, backyard, you know.
I love that. So we really learned a lot today. So these suitcases are more than just like,
Right.
some dusty old thing in the attic.
They're not just for your grandparents, right?
Exactly. They're like a piece of history. And thanks to the HiFi Case idea,
Right.
they get to have a second life.
I love that. It really makes you wonder what other things are out there, just waiting to be rediscovered and, like, given a new purpose.
That's a great thing.
Blending the old with the new.
I love that. And on that note, we'll leave you all to think about that.
Yeah.
What we rediscover.
Exactly.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive, everyone.
Yeah, thanks for listening.